The war between Israel and Hamas. Many people find themselves in the midst of chaos, wars, and endless surprises one after another because they are not awake. But what if I told you that all events, at least most of them, that befall upon people had been planned for over 10 to 20 years? There is a book I wrote about Ukraine in 2010, and the voice of the Lord kept telling me to put it in a book, and praise the Lord, I did make it in time, because in 2020 I did publish the book just 2 years before the war between Russia and Ukraine broke out. On November 20th, 2020, I made a list of events that have to happen before the second coming of the Christ. Know that all those wars are happening to distract people in order to put forward the New World Order agenda of bringing the Antichrist on the scene. If you might have used a net to fish in a river, you trick the fish from left and the net awaits to the right. The same is happening where the United States is tricking people using those wars, and indeed all eyes should be on the 2024 presidential U.S. elections. Why, you may ask? Well, if you follow prophecy enough, you may know that the United States is the last empire before the second coming of the Christ. The center of all things happening in the world today is America, and the 2024 presidential elections is very key. Something big must happen before, during, and after the elections. The polls suggest that around 60% of Americans do not want Biden, and seriously, I think I saw somewhere 70% of Americans do not want Biden as president, and now here comes the mystery of the puzzle that many people are not paying attention to. Tell me, how do you make unwanted president, or so to speak undesirable president, secure a second term to continue with the same agenda? Well, one of the following must happen, or somebody will have to die. Check out. 1. They have to steal elections. 2. They have to cancel elections. 3. They have to establish a dictatorship to match up with Russia, North Korea, etc. 4. They have to put an end to the republic. 5. They have to go to war. Now, many people indeed are awake and know this. No matter what happens, the prophecy of God shall come to pass. Mystery Babylon must fall. Why is that? Because all preachers out there don't tell the truth. Reason why Jeremiah 16 verse 19 will soon come to pass, where it reads as follows: Lord, my strength and my stronghold, my refuge in a time of distress, the nations will come to you from the ends of the earth, and they will say, our ancestors inherited only lies, worthless idols of no benefit at all. Why is that still? Simply because the United States of America has the people of God, so-called African Americans, and they refuse to acknowledge that. They think that they can hide that, but till when? Because the second coming all people preach about is based on that. The Hebrew Israelites you see around are not an accident. You may think deeply, if really nothing behind them. I remember them in 2010 when I came to the truth, and seeing where we are today, there is no shadow of doubt that they are indeed the lost tribe of Judah. The Noah family tree can prove this in 1 minute perhaps. Now, let's continue. People are awake unlike before 2019. They are asking questions and doing their research left and right. So it will be very difficult to fool them all again. Only the ignorant will be fooled again. The war in Ukraine was preparing this current war in Israel, and the Islamic Republic of Iran must be brought into this war in a way or another because Iran is in the way of the New World Order agenda. This is why you hear people say that Iran is backing Hamas, which can be true, but again, let's wait patiently because time is a great ally when it comes to revealing hidden things. Nations have become enemies all across the globe because they have drunk on the full cup of Mystery Babylon. Therefore, they will fall along with Babylon. Just know that it's inevitable. The World War III must happen fast because Satan is running out of time, and while people will be distracted by wars, that's when all evil agenda will be deployed because, as I mentioned above, it will not be easy to fool people again. Satan has many evil ways to trap the unbelieving and ignorant. This war between Israel and Hamas, Palestine, will lead to a two-state solution agreement of 7 years, and when you see this happen, then you will know Christ will be on the way because the Antichrist will rule for 3.5 years, then reject the signed peace agreement, and this is when the Great Tribulation will start. The book of Revelation tells us that the second temple was built in 45 AD and later on destroyed in 70 AD by Titus, along his father Vespasian. While on the island of Patmos, John the Revelator was shown the third temple being built after that fake peace agreement will have been signed. This is when the Antichrist will go in the temple and call himself God. But what's important is what will happen with the people of God, because I believe that by then the entire world will have known who are the true people of God, and it won't be a secret or a mystery anymore. People lie and forget that the Bible still exists, and towards that very time, the Bible itself will reveal the truth, because the scriptures will be jumping off of the pages. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and share.